Poltergeist, the disappearing cross. I will always remember the events of this day. It was the weekend that Captain America, the Winter Soldier movie came out in the United States, April 2014. A month before this movie came out, my cousin flew down from Dallas, Texas, and stayed with me and my girlfriend up near Seattle, Washington, a small town called Bothell. My cousin had been aware of our ghost, meaning she knew just enough and still wanted to come. To be safe, she brought a cross with her, a gift for me and my girlfriend. Hopefully, this cross will protect us. Written on it were the chapters: Joshua chapter 1 verse 9, Philippians chapter 4 verse 13, Psalms chapter 28 verse 7, and Matthew chapter 19 verse 26. Each verse spoke about maintaining one's strength, one's faith during troubling times. My girlfriend and I had been having some strong poltergeist-like activity. Example: footsteps, objects thrown, loud bangs, objects missing, kid toys appearing out of nowhere. We have no kids, so reading something was extremely helpful. When my cousin arrived, she handed me the cross. We prayed over it and placed it in our bedroom. That's where my cousin said it would protect us. Keep it above your bed in your bedroom. A month later, the cross went missing. Understand, missing objects, religious objects especially, is not new in our house. Things get taken all the time. Sometimes they return, sometimes they don't. The items that do return are never found in their original spot. This cross would be no exception. The question my girlfriend and I ask ourselves when an item such as this goes missing is, what the heck is going on? I mean, we are talking about a sizable cross here. 6 inches long, 4 inches wide. It's not something you can misplace. How could we? We nailed high above our bed on the wall. It's gone now. No use looking for it. Only 2 people are living in the house. My girlfriend and I fast forward to the premiere of the Captain America movie. It's Saturday morning. The cross has been missing for over a week now. I began doing my laundry early that day, earlier than usual. I figured it's best to get my chores done if I'm to go to the movies later on. I'm excited. I'm going to see a Marvel movie with one of my best friends. Let me get this laundry done ASAP. I began my first load of laundry, colored clothing. My girlfriend, Tina, is walking around the house doing her own thing. I decided to go to my office and watch TV and wait for my clothes to wash. About an hour later, I noticed something peculiar. My first load of clothing was still washing. Now I know there are long wash cycles, but this was weird. My brain knows how long it takes for my clothes to wash. I'm pretty sure I didn't set the washing machine to the long wash cycle. It's taken exceptionally long this time. That's unusual. I glanced toward the washroom, hoping to hear the beep. You know, the noise the washing machine makes when it's done. So I glanced at the washroom and looked at the clock on my computer. I think to myself, what's taking my clothes so long to wash? A few minutes later, I hear this knocking sound. You know the sound the washing machine or dryer makes when something big is inside, like a shoe or something. The noise I'm hearing is coming from the washing machine. Once again, I'm glancing up from my PC and immediately look at the washroom. What could be making that noise, I wonder? At this point, the wash cycle had been running for nearly an hour, far too long for what I put inside. Normally, I would get up and see what the commotion was about. I didn't this time. I kept watching TV. Finally, the washing machine beeps, informing me that the load was complete. Time to remove the clothing. I'm passive as passive can be. No hurry whatsoever as I was pulling out my clothes and tossing them into the dryer. I immediately grabbed hold of something solid, not clothing, not shoes, not anything except a metallic wooden cross. I didn't know what it was until I pulled it out of the washing machine. There in my hand, in 2 pieces, is the cross my cousin gave me. Now some might say, well, maybe the cross was in there to begin with. Not so, as I mentioned prior, that would have been heard earlier on, the thumping noise I mean. The knocking noises I heard began 15 minutes before the washing was complete. Secondly, the washing machine was empty when I used it. Some might say, maybe you accidentally put the cross in the machine when you loaded in the clothes. Wrong again. I sorted my clothing carefully, meaning items went into the machine almost one at a time. A cross this size was not going to be grabbed by mistake. Even if it was, I would have heard the bumping noise way sooner than I did. Maybe your girlfriend put it in by mistake. My girlfriend was nowhere near the washing machine that day, and I never left my office. The washroom sits right outside my office. She wouldn't stop my wash load regardless. I do my laundry. She does her laundry. It's important that I get those particulars out of the way for fear of people gravitating towards the obvious explanation, and that is understandable. Now allow me to paint the picture as near perfect as possible before it even hasn't begun to get weird yet. In my hand is the cross my cousin gave me. It took a sort of a beating in a washing machine. It's broken up now. I then called my girlfriend to the room. We both examined the cross from top to bottom. Here it is again, after being gone for about a week. This cross would disappear and get thrown a few more times before finally being left alone.